Morning.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for starting your Sunday with us. I'm Christina Laurie. We are following some new breaking news overnight. Madison police are looking for the person who held two McDonald's employees at knife point during a robbery shortly after 2 o'clock this morning. According to officers, the person walked into the McDonald's on Dryden Drive on Madison's east side and demanded money. They forced two employees to lay on the ground and punched one of them several times before leaving with an unknown amount of cash. This morning, police have video from the restaurant security cameras, but are also asking for your help. Contact Madison Area Crime Stoppers at p3tips.com if you have any information. August is National Black Business Month, and according to a new survey by the National Black Chamber of Commerce, 75% of black small businesses have seen an uptick in customers since the start of June. While the increase in business has been welcome news, the study also reinforces the inequities that black entrepreneurs face every day. 3 in 4 say they experience some form of racism while starting their business. Camille Carter, president of Madison's Black Chamber of Commerce, joins us this morning. Good morning, Camille.
Good morning, Christina.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Here in Madison, we're lucky we have a great crop of black-owned businesses. Many of them are restaurants, and I know there's a special event coming up not too far from now. Can you talk about that?
Certainly. We are certainly excited to offer, during the month of Black Business Month, our 5th annual Black Restaurant Week, which is going to be scheduled for August the 23rd. I'm sorry, the 16th through the 23rd.
Oh, wow. Okay, so people have a significant chunk of time to help frequent these businesses. What specifically, why is this specifically so important this year?
Well, certainly it's important, as you mentioned, to celebrate just Black-owned businesses every month. So luckily, during the month of August, we have an opportunity to really focus and consider how we can support families and businesses to stay sustainable and to grow, especially during this time of pandemic. Many of our businesses of color have suffered and are really trying to find new and creative ways to reinvent themselves. So Black Restaurant Week is a week-long celebration of focusing and highlighting on the many different culinary experiences that we have here in Madison, from our restaurants to our food carts and caterers. So we're really looking forward to promoting that during this month.
Black-owned restaurants and businesses alike are not alone suffering right now. We're going through a pandemic. Then there were those riots which destroyed a lot of local businesses a couple months ago. But on top of that, black business owners just systemically face a lot more challenges than a white person that wants to start a business. What are some of those obstacles?
Well, access to capital is a huge obstacle. Black entrepreneurs really experience the difficulty of qualifying for traditional financing to start and to grow their business and to capitalize their business. So especially now, after the pandemic, and I shouldn't say after, but during the pandemic, where revenues are low and cash flow is low and tight, those problems are even more personified for businesses that are really trying to resurge and relaunch. And it's just a very difficult pathway for Black businesses to be successful.
And you are the president of the Black Chamber of Commerce. So what does your work entail? How does your organization year-round help these businesses?
Our work year-round focuses on promoting and bringing services to business entrepreneurs within the Dane County area in the form of technical services, promotional and marketing services, as well as advocacy. So we really do have our hands full in trying to make sure that the policies and procedures are in place such that there is a pathway for businesses to be successful, as well as strengthening the entrepreneurs and the businesses to help them position themselves for opportunities to come.
Camille, thank you so much for the work that you do, but now it's time for all of us to help as well. So once again, I just want to help promote Black Restaurant Week that's coming up later this month. What are some of the businesses, the restaurants that will be involved, and can you give us a little preview of any of their menu items or deals?
We're still working out the final details of Black Restaurant Week. I would highly encourage our viewers to go onto MadisonBlackChamber.com. They can find a full listing of our Black Business Directory to support Black businesses across the Dane County area. In particular to Black Restaurant Week, we have almost 50 food service professionals, from restaurants to caterers to food carts, that are participating in our 5th annual promotion this year. We are featuring an executive chef demonstration and also a preview from a nutritionist and how to select good and healthy foods to sustain solid health. So we have a variety of different activities that will surround Black Restaurant Week, and we certainly want you just to continue to look on our website and catch the updates as they become available to the public.
Yeah, so it sounds like there's something for everyone. Thank you so much for talking to us this morning, Camille. I look forward to that. And we're going to have some of those Black restaurant owners on our show here all month long. So we'll be sure to continue this conversation. But have a great day, Camille. Thanks for talking to us.
And thank you for supporting us, Christina. We really do value everything that you do.
Yeah, it's so important for all of us to do. Thank you. Right now, many businesses are struggling to stay afloat during the pandemic. Nonprofits have been hit especially hard. The National Council of Nonprofits estimates that 1.6 million jobs have been lost during the past 3 months, and 13% of nonprofits have been forced to suspend some or all of their operations.
We're often referred to as the good people, the angels who are out there doing things. Well, I'm here to tell you that angels have to pay their rent. Angels have to pay their utilities. Angels have to pay their employees. Angels do have costs.
Earlier this week, the Federal Reserve announced its Main Street lending program will now be available for nonprofits that have been up and running for 5 or more years. So here's a way you can help locally. Millions of people right here in southern Wisconsin wake up and go to bed hungry. Many of them are children. That's where Goodman Community Center and all of you watching come in. The center's supersized Hunger Heroes Drive continues today. Today is the last day, folks. We've been talking about this for a while. From 9 until 1, pantry workers will be out collecting food, so they're able to send hungry kids home with a bag of groceries every Friday during the school year to get them through the weekend. But this year, they're in need of even more than food.
We really need people to just step up and be the superheroes and not just get the food that folks are needing right now, but also, you know, if you're struggling to afford groceries on a regular basis, how can you afford the paper towels and the cleaning supplies and, you know, the personal care items that you need?
So again, from 9 until 1, workers are not only collecting food donations, but school supplies, personal care items, things like toothbrushes and soap, as well as money to help families in need have everything they need for a new school year, whatever that may end up looking like. At the height of the pandemic, the Goodman Center was serving 4 times the number of families it typically does. So it'd be great if you can get out there today, and luckily they kind of scheduled this drive at the perfect time.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty nice as we go through the morning hours into the early afternoon. I think that's when things are really going to start to change up as we get some more clouds in the area and eventually some scattered showers and storms later on today. But as we look over Madison right now, it's actually a pretty nice start. 65 degrees right around 7 o'clock this morning, right basically now. And then as we go to noontime, 76 degrees, scattered showers and storms eventually developing. Today's high right around 77. But starting off this morning, we're down into the middle 60s, so it's a pleasant start to your Sunday. And if you do have any plans today, as we look at the Madison Lakes update, conditions are going to be fairly good for Mendota and Wingra. All the beaches are open, but like I mentioned, we are also tracking showers and storms. So if you're planning the lake today, I would say the next few hours this morning going to be okay. But eventually we will start to see those showers and storms later on today with a high of around 77. And then after that, we get some cooler weather in the forecast to start off your first work week of August, highs in the 60s and 70s. So not too bad at all. I'll take that.
No, not bad at all. Thanks, Aaron. The Madison Metropolitan School District's new superintendent will officially start this week. Dr. Carlton Jenkins says he's ready to work toward achieving racial equity, something he says he has been waiting too long for. Jenkins served as superintendent of 2 other school districts in Michigan and Minneapolis before landing a job here in Madison. He will be MMSD's first ever black superintendent. Meanwhile, the district announced this week it's officially starting virtual learning on September 8th. In an email to families, interim superintendent Jane Belmore said the date gives teachers and staff some extra time to prepare for virtual instruction. The University of Wisconsin administrators are also preparing for the new school year, but they will be welcoming students back in person. Even with a drop in housing applications, all 20 residence halls on campus will be housing students. Certain spaces will be reserved as isolation and quarantine rooms, and if a student living on campus ends up testing positive for COVID, he or she will be asked to move into an isolation room. If a student comes in contact with another person who tests positive, they will also be moved to a private room to quarantine for 2 weeks. All students living on campus will be tested before moving in and then every 2 weeks throughout the school year. This comes as a new survey shows that most UW-Madison staff are uncomfortable with students returning to campus. More than 86% of faculty say they're uncomfortable with reopening plans as they look right now. Grad students are overwhelmingly against returning as well, with 90% saying they're uncomfortable. Employees who are given PPE are more likely to be okay to return, but they only account for 9% of all respondents. The biggest concerns right now are for students' health and willingness to follow safety restrictions, inadequate prevention measures, and campus working and living conditions. The survey included more than 400 UW-Madison staff members. And they are not alone. A new survey shows almost all parents, too, are worried about the upcoming school year. Naomi Ruckham has more.
Kelly Kirura's children have been out of the classroom since March.
We really focused on creating routines so that they could, have as much normalcy at home as they were used to in the classroom. But there was definitely a learning curve.
A new survey from Nationwide Children's Hospital of nearly 700 parents shows 90% have concerns about this upcoming school year.
Parents have a high level of anxiety and worry.
Dr. Parker Houston is a pediatric psychologist.
There's a lot more uncertainty about, will we be wearing masks, will we not, will we be going back every day, some days, part days, will we be learning online? I think parents are really in a difficult position of trying to help coach their children about what to expect this school year, but also children are feeling that too.
2 in 5 parents say they're concerned about their child's emotional health. Experts say the best thing to do is start having conversations early and often.
What you know and what you don't know and how to prepare for that. What we'd like to see is that parents and schools are having more open communication about mental health.
Kelly's kids go to private school. Their school plans to go back full-time next month.
They're looking forward to seeing their friends and getting back to their normal routine, although it will probably be a little bit different than what they're used to.
She's confident her school is taking precautions and says she'll keep talking to her children to keep them physically and mentally healthy. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
Researchers say that now is the time to start preparing for changes children will experience at school, like wearing masks and having their temperature taken. For example, kids can practice wearing masks for a short period of time at home while playing or reading. It's 7:12 this morning. A change is in the air, and you could already feel it outside this morning. Let's take a live look over the Capitol on this gorgeous Sunday. For now, Aaron is tracking how much farther temperatures are expected to fall this week and some storm chances rolling in today.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's best appliance savings of the summer are heating up. The ultimate sale is on now. Get special appliance buys up to 60% off. Get guaranteed delivery within 5 days on all in-stock appliances, plus a free 10-year limited warranty at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Here's to the road ahead. Trust Toyota to be here for you.
The best new cars make the best used cars. That's why every Toyota certified used vehicle gets a 160-point inspection, new warranty starting the day you purchase, 1 year of roadside assistance, and more. Get as low as 0% APR financing on select Toyota certified used models. See your dealer for details.
All from the brand you trust, today and tomorrow. Toyota.
Getting your air ducts thoroughly cleaned takes the trained professionals at Stanley Steamer using the most powerful equipment to get the most powerful results. Our equipment goes deep inside your ducts, removing years of dirt, pet hair, allergens, even dust mites. Unlike other air duct cleaning companies, Stanley Steamer cleans your entire system. Just look at how much dirt can be removed. Call today for a free inspection and save $50 on a cleaning.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner. When you think of a bank, you think of people in a place. But when you have the Chase mobile app, your bank can be virtually any place. So when you get a check, you can deposit it from here. And you can see your transactions and check your balance from here. You can detect suspicious activity on your account from here. And you can pay your friends back from here. So when someone asks you, where's your bank? You can tell them, here's my bank. Or, here's my bank. Or, here's my bank. Because if you download and use the Chase mobile app, your bank is virtually any place. So visit chase.com/mobile.
This car since you were 8 policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
This summer, get back to where you belong, along 60 miles of beautiful wide-open beaches, where family vacations have never been so much fun. With every sunrise and each high tide, the beach is calling you to raise your spirits, make you smile, and bring your family closer together. So stop dreaming and start booking, because we can't wait for you to get here. Visit Myrtle Beach and discover why happiness comes in waves.
Fresh home styles are on sale now during the Ultimate Sale at Ashley Home Store. Get our ultimate discounts on everything in the store. You could save up to 60% off special buys. Plus, 3 years interest-free financing with no minimum purchase on top of our very best deals at Ashley Home Store.
Okay, so fans won't be allowed at Packers training camp this year, but a Titletown tradition will still live on. Normally, training camp kicks off with a dream drive. That's when young fans try to get the attention of their favorite players and convince them to choose their bike to ride. It's a great tradition. This year, the Packers and American Family Insurance are inviting people to participate virtually in the Dream Bike Design Contest. Fans are asked to send in a photo of their decked-out bike that shows their love for the Packers. A panel of judges then, including a Packers player, will select one winning family to receive a prize package. That includes a virtual meet and greet with the player, Packers gear, a $250 Packers Pro Shop gift card, and a player autographed football. You can enter now through August 14th at amfam.com/Packers. Sounds like a great opportunity if you're a Packers fan. Unfortunately, neither of us are.
No, not quite.
We'll pretend, we'll fake it.
Yeah, at least for today. But as we talk about the weather for today, we are looking at some nice conditions coming our way in around this morning, but this afternoon things are going to change, and then we get some more nice weather to kick off your first work week of August. Over Madison right now, we have some sunshine, some clouds starting to move in, and that's going to be the story through the morning into the afternoon, as we will set the stage for showers and storms later on today. Now, temperatures are starting off in the middle 60s, 63 in Janesville, 64 in Madison and Mineral Point, and still holding on to 70 up in La Crosse. And as we look at Doppler radar, pretty clear right now here in southern Wisconsin, but up to the north, we are seeing some scattered showers and just some scattered showers really developing, no storms yet, but those showers are going to start to drift down to the south and eventually kick off more showers and storms later on today. So here's how it plays out on Future Track. Note we will have a little bit of sunshine to start off the morning right now, and then the clouds increasing as we get towards about noontime. Showers developing, I think, areas west of Madison, and those are going to be drifting to the east and southeast going through the afternoon hours into the evening. And note some of the yellows and orange showing up. Those are indications of some heavier rainfall later on this evening into the overnight hours, and that's going to continue for tonight, eventually tapering off just to some lighter showers, maybe a few sprinkles for Monday. But depending on how long this cloud cover sticks around, that's going to dictate how warm we actually get for tomorrow. So note some of us will warm up into the lower 70s. Some of us may stay into the upper 60s for your start of the work week. So a cool start for the Monday, and then we are going to see those cool conditions continue into Tuesday. Rainfall amounts anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 inch, I think, is a good bet for many areas. You will note there are some higher totals, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of us pick up over 1 inch of rainfall. Really depends on where those heavier thunderstorms actually set up later on this evening. But after today, we get some cooler air coming in to start off the work week, 60s and 70s for highs on Monday and Tuesday. So our forecast for today, 77 will be the high. Showers and storms expected later on today. Our 7 to 10 day forecast showing at least a few showers around Monday, high of 71 degrees. 72, beautiful day on Tuesday. A lot of sunshine. That's going to continue into Wednesday. Lows in the lower 50s, and we will start to warm back up as we get into the 80s on Saturday and Sunday. But the other big story is that tropical storm down in the Atlantic just off the coast of Florida. That's going to be tracking to the north and west, could make a close approach to Florida. But also in the Gulf of Mexico, things are clear for that SpaceX return later on today. So I know NASA's going to be watching that pretty closely with this hurricane track.
Yeah, it's so interesting what's happening down there. All things space are always interesting. We want to tell folks at home more about that. As Aaron mentioned, history could be made this afternoon. If the weather allows, 2 American astronauts are scheduled to make the first splashdown landing in 45 years today. Robert Behnken and Douglas Hurley have been orbiting Earth for the past 2 months aboard the International Space Station after launching in the SpaceX Crew Dragon from the Kennedy Space Center in May. It was the first crewed mission to take off from American soil in nearly a decade.
For the most part, we've had pretty good luck with Endeavour as far as on-orbit testing. It's performed just like it did for launch and rendezvous. So we expect nothing different for the splashdown.
Splashdown is set for 1:42 this afternoon, and luckily the hurricane has been downgraded to a tropical storm, but NASA is still monitoring weather conditions before they'll give the total green light on this mission. A new study finds that half of all people working from home watch TV while on the clock here in Wisconsin. Don't worry, we won't tell your bosses, but we will tell you about some new shows you can watch this week. Trending news is right after this.
Connect with News 3 Now on Facebook Messenger.
You ever seen damage just disappear? Well, you're in luck. Act now. Mako is offering their best price guarantee. Uh-oh, better get Mako.
America, we want to help get you back to it. And here's how, with the Ford Promise. Visit your Ford dealer. Finance a new, certified pre-owned or used vehicle through Ford Credit, and if you lose your job, you can return it for up to 1 year from the day you bought it. You can also get 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Let us help get you back to it with the Ford Promise.
Welcome to the Del Bar. One visit and you'll fall in love. A supper club you'll adore. 3 generations and a Wisconsin tradition for over 75 years. We are now open, so take a drive. We would love to have you come and dine with us. The Del Bar, since 1943, Wisconsin Dells.
Planning your family's future is as much of a Wisconsin tradition as summers spent up north, the perfect tailgate, or evenings at a festival. That's why so many of us choose EdVest, Wisconsin's 529 college savings plan. Getting started online is quick and easy, and saving early, like before your children take their first step, goes a long way in making higher education a reality for them. Contribute at edvest.com to take advantage of the 2020 Wisconsin state tax deduction.
Let's summer. Let's dine out by truly dining out. Let's send smoke signals to the neighbors, then serve up the freshest of food with a side of fresh air. Let's raise our tongues to tasty by introducing our grills to new thrills and make mouths water more than a backyard slip and slide. Let's live a little more by having another s'more. Because summer is here, and no one does summer like Festival Foods.
You ever seen damage just disappear? Well, you're in luck. Act now. Mako is offering their best price guarantee. Uh-oh, better get Mako.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Here's a look at what's trending. The CBS hit show Big Brother returns this week for season 22, featuring a cast of all-stars. The reality show is shot and streamed live, so the cast and crew will be following strict COVID protocols in the house. The 2-hour live move-in premiere airs this Wednesday, August 5th. You can watch it right here on News 3 Now.
There were thousands of victims. We definitely had the control.
That's a look at Surviving Jeffrey Epstein, Lifetime's new investigative documentary. It examines the charges of sexual abuse against kids that the millionaire faced and features firsthand accounts from his victims. Epstein died in his jail cell last August. His death ruled a suicide after he was arrested for sex trafficking minors. The documentary premieres 1 week from today on August 9th. Two of the country's favorite game shows are getting ready to return. Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy will be back on the air with new episodes this fall. Sony Pictures TV has new protocols in place to keep the show's hosts and contestants safe. Both shows will have redesigned sets to increase social distancing. Contestants will be tested before they show up to play, and there will be no in-studio audiences. And don't act like you're too busy to watch these shows. A new survey finds that half of people working from home say they've watched TV while on the clock. In all, Wisconsinites have watched an average of 406 hours of TV while social distancing. That's about 37 hours a week and 65% more than pre-lockdown. We're not as bad as Nevada, though, where people watch 47 hours of TV a week. That's like watching 7 hours a day, pretty much a full-time job's worth. More local news now. You won't be able to be in the room where it happens, but you can still see performances by one of Hamilton's original Broadway stars. The Overture Center is hosting a live stream concert featuring Christopher Jackson later this month. Jackson is known as the Tony-nominated actor who played George Washington in the Broadway show. He'll perform songs from Hamilton, pop songs, plus some original material with a live band. Tickets are on sale right now. Cost is $40 a household. The show is on August 15th. And if you're looking for something to do this weekend, you still have a chance to head to Lollapalooza without the crowds. This year's virtual 4-day event continues today on YouTube, the same date as the original event. The festival is streaming 150 performances and recorded shows from years past. There's a half hour of news still ahead this morning. Next, we're running through the morning's top stories, including the possible legal challenge ahead for the new mask mandate. We're back right after this.
Let's summer. Let's dine out by truly dining out. Let's send smoke signals to the neighbors, then serve up the freshest of food with a side of fresh air. Let's raise our tongues to tasty by introducing our grills to new thrills and make mouthwater more than a backyard slip and slide. Let's live a little more by having another s'more. Because summer is here, and no one does summer like Festival Foods.
Today, some things do stand firm. Those you can lean on, the things that matter, and the importance of you being you. That's why, no matter the type of care you need, or the way you need it, we're here every day, safe and ready. Because wherever you are in your world, you're the focus of ours. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Merida, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Today we're facing a serious threat. We have to meet it as one country. Numbers don't lie. Infection rates are now going up in more states than they're going down. We gotta fight this together. Wear a mask. Keep your distance. Limit the size of crowds. It may be inconvenient. It may be uncomfortable, but it's the right thing to do as an American. We need a president who will level with the American people. President will tell us the unvarnished truth. President will take responsibility instead of always blaming others. President will listen to the experts, follow the science, allow them to speak. President will lead, be an example for the nation. We have to do all we can to keep our fellow Americans safe and healthy. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
America, we want to help get you back to it. And here's how, with the Ford Promise. Visit your Ford dealer. Finance a new, certified pre-owned or used vehicle through Ford Credit, and if you lose your job, you can return it for up to 1 year from the day you bought it. You can also get 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Let us help get you back to it with the Ford Promise.
On the next Live Before, our vegan chef joins us with a recipe for a salad with almond butter dressing.
And film critic Will Loper will be here to tell us what new movies and shows are now streaming.
Accurate news as it happens, right here where you live. Information that you can use from the team you can trust. For more local stories that impact your life, News 3 Now.
Is a legal challenge ahead for Wisconsin's mask mandate? What to know heading into week 1 of the new order.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone. It's August 2nd on this Sunday. I'm Christina Laurie. As we head into the first week of Wisconsin's new mask order, Republicans say they are ready to block it. The legislature does have the power to do so if Republicans can come up with enough votes. Both the Senate and Assembly have a Republican majority. In order for them not to be able to block the order, 3 Republicans in the Senate will have to support the mask order. We've reached out to Republicans in the Senate to get an idea of where they stand on this, and many of them didn't get back to us. But Senator Scott Fitzgerald has released a statement saying, quote, Republicans in the state Senate stand ready to convene the body to end the governor's order. There are bigger issues at play here, and my caucus members stand ready to fight back. Fitzgerald has not yet said when he plans on doing this. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos hasn't indicated if the lower house will convene as well. As COVID cases climb, health experts are warning that a handful of northern states, including Wisconsin, may soon see a spike in their infection numbers. Dr. Deborah Birx from the COVID task force says that while the number of new cases in southern states is slowing down, infections are on the rise in Missouri, North Dakota, and even here in Wisconsin. This warning comes as new estimates suggest that the U.S. could reach 200,000 deaths by the end of October. That's an additional 45,000 over the next 3 months. Researchers from the University of Washington say that number could go up even more if proper safety precautions are not followed. The U.S. recorded its 150,000th death this past week. Now let's get a check of our stormy Sunday forecast with Aaron. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning. Yeah, you're right. We're tracking some storms coming in later on this afternoon. But to start off your morning, it's actually pretty nice out there. A fair amount of sunshine, some clouds moving in, and we will start to see more clouds later on this morning into the afternoon before those showers and storms really start to develop. But this morning, we're currently at 64 degrees in Madison. Not too bad. We will warm up into the 70s later on this morning, 71 around 9. Eventually to about 76 later on early this afternoon before those storms arrive, and then that's going to really start to cool things down through the rest of today into tonight. 77 will be your high for today. Showers and storms expected. And then after today, we get some cooler air coming into the forecast for tomorrow. Highs in the 60s and lower 70s. Going to feel really nice. But before that, we do have that rainfall. Rainfall amounts could be on the heavy side with some of those heavier thunderstorms. And I will track those storms coming up a little bit later in the show.
Thanks so much, Aaron. Tomorrow night, the Middleton Cross Plains Area School District's Alumni Network is hosting a virtual community town hall to address systemic racism. Students, staff, parents, and community members are all invited to participate tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. The meeting comes after the district rejected previous calls for change to address systemic racism. We have information about how to join the meeting virtually on channel3000.com. And then later this week, the galleries at the Madison Museum of Contemporary Art will reopen. Thursday, the museum will once again welcome guests during shortened gallery hours, Thursdays through Sundays. Museum staff will reserve Sundays from 10 until noon for adults 60 and older and people living with compromised immune systems. Everyone is required to wear a mask, of course, and stand 6 feet apart. The Madison Children's Museum, in the meantime, will remain closed during the pandemic, but it will continue to offer online educational programs. The museum recently launched Madison Children's Museum at Home, which shifted some of its its most popular programs online. Educators at the museum have been creating weekly projects. The team has been working to incorporate more physically active and outdoor programs too.
We surveyed our visitors and our members and asked them, and what we most heard was that kids needed physical activity and things to do outside, not so much virtual activity. They could already find that online. So our focus has been dreaming up innovating programs that we can take out to get kids doing STEM activities, to doing interactive things with areas in their neighborhood, things that enable the safety but get them playing.
So the museum's annual budget is usually $3 million, but due to the coronavirus, Gilpin says she expects the museum to only bring in $1 million this year. You have until Thursday to request an absentee ballot for Madison's upcoming partisan primary election on August 11th. This race will decide who goes on in November to compete, but not everyone has a challenger from the opposite party. So there are some seats that will likely be determined from this election alone. You can vote early in person at the clerk's office. There's a drive-up service there, or you can vote by mail by requesting an absentee ballot through Thursday. You can also vote in person next Tuesday on Election Day, again August 11th, where poll workers will have PPE, but do know that voters are encouraged but not required to wear masks.
We are not going to not allow someone to vote just because they don't have a mask. We'll ask that they hurry up and they at least try to maintain social distancing and stay 6 feet apart from other people. But yeah, we're not going to kick somebody out or not let them vote because they don't have a mask.
If that makes you uncomfortable, there are other ways you can still vote. The clerk's office has set up ballot drop-off sites at a number of local libraries. Those locations will be staffed with someone who can provide a witness signature, and we have a list of those up on channel3000.com. If you are still planning to go to the polls on Election Day in person, know that you might have to briefly take off your mask. The Journal-Sentinel says that poll workers could ask you to remove your face covering so they can properly identify you. Talks to pass a new COVID relief bill stalled again overnight. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer sat down with the Secretary of the Treasury, Steven Mnuchin, and the White House Chief of Staff this weekend. They say that meeting was productive, but they are still not close to reaching an agreement.
There are many issues that are still very much outstanding where we're apart, but we had a serious discussion and we went down piece by piece and saw where each side is at.
There's clearly a subset of issues where we both agree on very much. We're very interested in extending on enhanced unemployment insurance. We're very interested in schools. We're very interested in jobs.
This weekend, thousands of Americans lost their enhanced unemployment benefits, an extra $600 approved under an earlier bill. Now House leaders say they're talking about canceling their traditional August recess in order to get a bill passed. There's no Brewers baseball again today, but next we're talking at-home tailgating tips for whenever the crew is once again able to take the field. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 15 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota.
I really like the fact that it was made in the USA. I think that USA products are a better quality product. I've tried a lot of other pillows and nothing's worked like MyPillow.
I'm interrupting this commercial right now to give you deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but also my mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you can get body pillows regularly $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
I used to think that sheets were just sheets. I got the Giza Dream sheets. They are the most comfortable sheets I've ever had.
The Go Anywhere pillow is so easy to just roll up and take anywhere I want to go.
Go Anywhere pillow is really comfortable, so that's what I really like. It's nice and supportive and it's nice and small.
The MyPillow topper, for the first time, has enabled me to have a cool night's sleep. I'm able to go to bed and just get rest.
That's 3 inches of wonderful that's in the MyPillow mattress topper. It's just like a firm cloud.
MyPillow helps me get a good night's sleep so I can do my job in the morning.
Go to MyPillow.com to get deep discounts, not just on My Pillows, but so much more. For example, you get body pillows regularly $89.99, now only $29.99, or My Pillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
Welcome back on this Sunday morning. The time is now 7:40, and we are tracking showers and storms coming into the picture later on today. Right now, starting off with some sunshine, but note on future track here, clouds increasing through the morning, some showers developing right around lunchtime, and those are going to continue right on into the afternoon and evening hours. Note some of the yellows showing up. That's an indication of some heavier rainfall with some of those embedded thunderstorms as we get into Sunday evening, and then they will start to taper off as we go towards Monday morning. There's still maybe a few showers around Monday morning into about the noontime hour on Monday. But as far as rainfall totals, I would say 1/4 to 1/2 inch is a good bet for many locations. Some amounts may total over 1 inch as we get into Sunday, or into tonight, I should say, with some of those heavier thunderstorms. But otherwise, after today, we got some cooler weather coming our way to start off the first work week of August. Highs in the 60s and 70s.
It's going to feel like fall. Thanks so much, Aaron. The earliest the Brewers will take the field at Miller Park this season is now tomorrow night after today's planned doubleheader was also called off. One Cardinals player and 3 staff members reportedly tested positive for COVID. General Manager David Stern says the visiting clubhouse has gone through a, quote, robust cleaning since then, and the crew is ready to host some baseball.
It's a waiting game. We understand that Major League Baseball needs as much information as possible before making decisions about canceling games, and so we're kind of prepared to play each and every single day until we're told otherwise.
And Sogard is in there.
The other big story of the weekend, Lorenzo Cain has opted out of the rest of the season. Cain will have 2 years left on his 5-year, $80 million deal when he returns next season. He was batting a career-high .333 during the first few games, but for right now, he says this was a personal decision because of all the uncertainty and unknowns surrounding baseball. He called this the best decision for his family. Cain and his wife have 3 sons, all under the age of 7. And he joins a growing list of 17 Major League Baseball players that have chosen to opt out, putting personal reasons ahead of playing ball, including pitcher David Price and catcher Buster Posey. Here in Wisconsin, we live by the 3 Bs, beer, brats, and the Brewers, especially during the summer. Baseball is finally back, but it of course looks a lot different this year, like everything else. That's why we brought in Emily Williamson from Pick and Save with some tailgating ideas of things we can do at home. So good morning, Emily. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So tailgating, understandably, is going to look a lot different. We can't really do it in the parking lot of Miller Park, but what would be your #1 idea for people looking to get into the baseball spirit at home?
Yeah, well, the most important thing about tailgating is the food, right? So the joy of tailgating at home is that you're at home in your home kitchen. So you can go to Pick and Save and you can get everything from scratch, or you can use this as an opportunity to try lots of our grab and go items, smaller portions. You can make your own 7th inning stretch. You can celebrate each inning break to get up, try something new, try smaller portions. There's a lot of opportunity that we have at home that we don't necessarily have when we're putting everything in a cooler at the ballpark.
So life is pretty hectic right now. We are spending more time at home, but there's still a lot going on. So Pick and Save has some grab and go options. Can you tell us about those?
Absolutely. So we've got, tailgaters. We're very serious about Wisconsin here. we've got a new potato salad. It's called the Tailgate Potato Salad. Features little brat bites in there as well. So if you don't want to make your own brats and you love potato salad, we put it together in one for you. So that's one option. Another option that you have, I grabbed a couple other snacks and made them into little bites here. So I have an avocado chicken salad that I chose to serve on a cucumber. I made it a little fancy with just a little touch of chives. And then I did a little scooping on cucumber cups to put some of our chopped salad in there. Super easy to do. If you want to take the extra work, I just use, a lot of people don't have a melon baller, just a metal teaspoon. Just scooped it out so that I can add a little filling, make it a little healthier than a chip.
Yeah, that's a great tip. Yeah, I was going to say you made it healthier than usual. What else do you have?
Oh my gosh, we in Wisconsin, we kind of like our desserts. We're dessert people. So one of the things that I would say for tailgating at home is maybe do smaller portions. You're having smaller groups of people at home. It should be just the people in your household. We've got 2-bite brownies. So you've got little bites here. Take advantage of a lot of the things that they do. There's the service counter in our bakeries. You also can get half portions of pies. This is a half of a very berry pie. So you don't have to have the whole portion. If you do have a larger family, you can get 2 half pies, try 2 different flavors.
Ooh, now you're speaking my language with the desserts. That pie looks fantastic. I also want to ask you, how has business been? Because it's been a strange time. People are staying at home, so I'm assuming they're trying to cook a little more too.
Absolutely. People are trying new things. So however adventuresome you are, at Pick and Save, we're here for you. So we have everything that if you want to, baking's been very big during the pandemic. If you want to start making or continue making your own bread at home, we've got the supplies for you there. If you're not ready to jump all in, check out some of the bread options that we have that you can just bake at home. So there's a lot of variety there. It gives you a lot of opportunity, whatever your level of comfort is in the kitchen. Just stop by Pick and Save. You can talk to any of the associates, can help you find what you're looking for. There's a lot of opportunity now that we're spending more time in our kitchen and finding out what they can do.
Emily, thanks so much for these ideas. Thanks for talking to us this morning, and thanks for working at places like Pick and Save, because all of you guys are frontline workers during all of this, and I know you and your employees were out there in the grocery stores helping, keeping all of us fed when all of us were staying at home to stay safe. So thank you.
Thank you. We have an amazing group of associates, and I'm very lucky to call them coworkers. So thank you. Thank you for having us, and thank you for letting them know how much we appreciate them.
Have a great day, Emily.
You too.
It's 7:46 this morning. It's going to feel more like playoff weather than summer this week in Wisconsin. Here's a live look over the Capitol. Aaron is back with a look ahead at our work week forecast right after this.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
I'm here.
Auntie's here.
Hey, Mom and Dad here. Shall we begin?
Together, nothing can keep us apart. That's why U.S. Cellular is building powerful 5G coverage that works inside and out. And now, get $700 off the latest phones. U.S. Cellular. Choose fair.
This is our moment to build a new American economy for our families and for our communities. When we spend taxpayers' money, we should use it to buy American products and support American jobs. It's time to help small businesses. We'll purchase clean energy technologies to fight climate change and enhance national security. We have to invest in what the jobs and industries of tomorrow are going to be. We have a great opportunity to build back and build back better. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
The coronavirus has forced the government to take extensive actions, making this the most opportunistic time for you to finally restructure or even resolve your tax debt with the IRS. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, have unfiled tax returns, and are experiencing hardships because of the impact of COVID-19, you could qualify for more aggressive resolution plans with the IRS. National Tax Experts has specialists ready to help you determine your eligibility for these programs. Act now before it's too late.
Call 1-800-392-6331.
Welcome to the Del Bar. One visit and you'll fall in love. A supper club you'll adore. We are now open, so take a drive. We would love to have you come and dine with us. The Del Bar, since 1943, Wisconsin Dells.
Today, you can turn your home
into a university. And you can turn a lasting career into reality. With Herzing University, you can earn a degree in today's hottest fields. Anytime, online. Herzing is recognized, accredited, experienced, and transfer-friendly with more than 90% student satisfaction. For a limited time, we'll waive your enrollment fee. See what your career can turn into with Herzing University.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Call or click today.
Madison Magazine is recognizing amazing nurses for their courage and commitment during the COVID-19 pandemic. Go to madisonmagazine.com and nominate a nurse for going above and beyond the call of duty. Deadline for submissions is August 17.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Welcome back on this Sunday morning. It's a beautiful start as we look over Madison right now. Some sunshine, a few clouds moving in, but unfortunately, we're gonna lose the sunshine and trade it for some clouds and eventually some showers and storms late this morning into mainly the afternoon and evening hours. But for now, we have 64 degrees and we're gonna warm up through the 70s, eventually to about a high around 77 degrees for today. Temperatures now generally into the middle 60s. We have 63 in Lone Rock, 64 in Boscobel, 65 in Viroqua, 64 in Monroe, and about 64 degrees in Platteville and Lancaster. And going through today, if you do have any plans, if you want to head out to the lakes, beach conditions are good. All the beaches are open in Mendota and Lake Wingra, but unfortunately, like we're talking about, we have showers and storms in the forecast this afternoon. So you may have a couple of hours if you're going to head out to the lakes, but this afternoon, it's not looking good at all. 77 degrees will be that high with those showers and storms. And right now on Doppler radar, we are dry. There are a couple showers starting to pop up right around the Dells. More of the shower activity is to the north. You can see those scattered showers starting to develop, and that's going to continue going through this morning into the afternoon hours. More showers developing northern Wisconsin, eventually tracking down to the south, and they're going to start to expand in coverage and maybe even see a few embedded thunderstorms, which could bring some of that heavier rainfall. So here's how it plays out on Future Track. Going through this morning to about noontime, we will see temperatures into the middle to upper 70s. Clouds developing, more scattered showers developing as well. That's going to continue. So notice these yellows showing up. That's an indication of that heavier rainfall that we could see late this evening and into tonight before the showers eventually start to taper off by Monday morning. They could linger along with that cloud cover. So depending on how long that actually happens, we may actually be stuck in the 60s for highs for tomorrow. Rainfall amounts, 1/4 to a 1/2 inch, a good bet. Some areas could see over an inch with those heavier thunderstorms. But for today, 77 will be your high. Those showers and storms later on this afternoon. And look at our extended forecast showing a cool down coming our way as we kick off the work week. 71 on Monday, 72 on Tuesday. And those overnight lows down to about 51 Tuesday, Wednesday morning. Wouldn't be surprised if we see some 40s to start the first work week of August.
Ooh, that's really going to jolt us into a new work week.
Yeah, it's going to feel, I would say, kind of chilly. I mean, I was out on the patio one of the other mornings, and it was like 58 degrees, and it's like, this kind of feels chilly, so I don't know how I'll feel about 49.
Well, good thing, like, pretty much no pools are open, so it
yeah, that's true.
There's not much it can ruin. Thank you so much, Aaron. Be sure to make News 3 a part of your weekly routine by downloading our Channel 3000 app for the latest headlines and weather conditions 24/7 sent straight to your phone. But first this morning, we're honoring a military milestone. Meet the woman who shattered a glass ceiling she didn't even know existed earlier this week, flying into the history books. We're back right after this.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. Not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount, and that's how easy it is. And I did this to my father. We were at home. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
The math is pretty simple during the final days of the back-to-school sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save 15% when you purchase any Denver Mattress Value Line mattress and Sleep Essentials package. And to celebrate our newest arrival, come in and test out the outrageously comfortable Casper mattress. Plus, get free shipping right to your doorstep. And for the budget conscious, check out the Summit Queen, only $199.99, and 4 years, no interest financing. Hurry, the back-to-school sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
It's the 610 woke up like this migraine medicine. It's called Ubrelvy, the migraine medicine for anytime, anywhere migraine strikes without worrying if it's too late or where you happen to be. One dose of Ubrelvy can quickly stop a migraine in its tracks within 2 hours. Many had pain relief in 1 hour. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Few people had side effects. Most common were nausea and tiredness. Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
Growing up in Wisconsin, you know that our traditions help define us. That's why so many of us choose EdVest, Wisconsin's 529 college savings plan. Getting started online is quick and easy. And even if your kids are blowing out more and more candles, EdVest is a great way to prepare for the cost of higher education that will be here before you know it. Contribute at edvest.com to take advantage of the 2020 Wisconsin State Tax Deduction.
This year's school is going to be full of changes, so we're preparing to help you prepare.
What will school look like? How can you and your district keep your kids safe? And how can we help all of our children continue to learn?
We're getting the answers you need because we want you to feel prepared when it's time to send kids back to the classroom.
So keep an eye on News 3 Now this morning and get ready to go back to school.
Welcome back. There's a movement circulating social media right now of women celebrating other women. So we want to end this morning by congratulating a Navy pilot who this week shattered a glass ceiling in the military, earning a new set of wings and soaring into the history books.
I remember driving down here for the first time, and it just seemed really daunting.
Inspired by the Blue Angels, Lieutenant Junior Grade Madeline Swagel knew early on that she belonged in the cockpit.
It was crazy to be in such a higher performance aircraft. I was really excited on takeoff, like feeling the exhilaration and getting thrown back in the seat a little bit.
Now Swagel is breaking a barrier that she didn't know still existed, becoming the first black female fighter pilot in Navy history. 4 decades after the first group of women, including Rosemary Mariner in 1974.
I think that representation is important because we are a very diverse nation.
With just 34 women currently flying fighter jets in the Navy, Swagel knows the next generation is now looking up to her.
I hope that my legacy will be that there will be a lot of other women and minority women that come forward and be encouraged and know that they have all the tools that they need and, follow their dreams.
It's always incredible when people make their dreams a reality.
Yeah, I mean, that's an awesome story to earn her wings and everything.
Yeah, I don't know that I could. Would you ever consider being a pilot? Like, if somebody actually showed you how, would you have interest?
Yeah, I've actually thought about getting my pilot's license.
Oh,
okay. It's always been an interest of mine. So I only have like 20 minutes of flight time, if you want to say that, with another pilot. So.
Oh wow, I have an uncle who lives over in Richland Center, and he flies a lot. But I'm from the Chicago suburbs. That's not really a thing any of us take up as a hobby.
Yeah, it's just kind of fun being there, I think. I don't know.
But not a good day to fly. A lot of cloudy skies.
Yeah, we got cloudy skies. We got rain coming in, 1/4 to 1/2 inch, a good bet across the area. Some amounts could be over 1 inch later on tonight, and then cooler weather to start off the work week.
Cooler weather. Bring back out the jacket. I think you'll need it later this week. But first.